Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone Emmy, and today we're going to have a face-off between a couple of AT&T smartphones, the Samsung Focus and the Samsung Captivate. Both handsets are quad-band GSM, tri-band 3G. The Focus weighs in at 119.5 grams, the Captivate 118 grams. Build quality on the Focus, front of the phone is primarily glass. You've got high-grade plastic all the way around the entire display. You've got a nice chrome piece that runs about 2/3 of the way down each side and over the top, and then the back is a dark gray color with black pinstripes. Nice metal accent around the camera itself, and the battery cover is made out of a rubberized plastic. Taking a look around the Focus, on the bottom is the microphone. On the right hand side is your dedicated camera key as well as your power and lock key. On top's 3.5mm headphone jack along with the micro USB port, and on the left hand side is the volume rocker up and down. Alright, on the Captivate, build quality. Again, front of the phone is primarily glass. You've got some high grade plastic here along the bottom. You've got metal that runs along the sides and up across the back on the top and bottom, and you've got a metal battery cover as well. Taking a look around, on the bottom is the microphone. On the right hand side is the power and lock key. On top is a 3.5mm headphone jack along with the micro USB port. Also has a nice little door to protect it, and the volume rocker is on the left hand side. Alright, the Focus, as far as camera is concerned, it's got a 5-megapixel camera, autofocus, LED flash, geotagging, image stabilization, and smile detection. Video capture is 720p at 25 frames per second. The battery is a 1500 milliamp battery rated at 7 hours of talk time. On the Galaxy S, you've also got a 5-megapixel camera with autofocus, LED flash, geotagging, image stabilization, smile detection. It also offers face detection. Video capture is 720p at 30 frames per second. It also has a 1500 milliamp battery. It's rated at 6 hours and 30 minutes of talk time on 3G. Alright, as far as the displays, both of them offer a 4-inch Super AMOLED capacitive touch display showing 480 by 800 pixels. They both have multi-touch proximity sensors as well as accelerometer sensors. Below the display on the Focus, you've got 3 touch-sensitive keys, a search key, a home key, and a back key. You have 4 touch-sensitive keys below the display on the Captivate, a search key, a back key, a home key, and a main menu key. The Focus has 8 gigabytes of internal storage, 512 megabytes of RAM, 1 gigabyte of ROM. The Captivate has 16 gigabytes of internal storage with 512 megabytes of RAM. Both of the phones can expand internal storage up to another 32 gigabytes through the use of a micro SD card. On the Focus, I want to read you what it says in the Getting Started guide. First of all, turn off your phone and insert your memory card as shown below. Press volume control down plus camera key plus power key to format the phone and initialize the memory card. Then there's a warning underneath it. Do not remove the memory card once it is inserted because it is integrated with the phone's memory and will cause the phone to be inoperable. So a little bit different in the way the micro SD cards operate on the two phones. Alright, both of the phones offer Wi-Fi 802.11 BGN. The Captivate also offers support for DLNA. Both of the phones have Bluetooth. The Focus version 2.1 with support for A2DP. The Captivate version 3.0 with support for A2DP. Both the phones have GPS with support for AGPS. The Captivate can be used as a Wi-Fi hotspot. The processor in the Focus is the Qualcomm Snapdragon QSD 8250. It's 1 gigahertz. On the Captivate, it's Samsung's Hummingbird 1 gigahertz processor. Operating system on the Focus is Windows Phone 7, and on the Captivate, it's Android 2.1 Eclair with Samsung's TouchWiz 3.0 UI overlay. Alright, what do you say we run our navigation comparison, and we'll start with the Captivate, and you've got 3 choices. You've got Google Maps, you've got the navigation application, or you can spend a $9.99 a month for AT&T's Navigator. McDonald's, and we now have our route, as you can see right there, turn-by-turn directions. And what we're waiting for is the GPS to lock. You can see it up here, searching for GPS down at the bottom. And once that locks, we're going to get voice-guided turn-by-turn navigation. In the meantime, let's go over here to the Focus. And on the Focus, you only have 2 choices. You have Maps, which is what we're looking at here, or you can pop for $9.99 a month for AT&T's Navigator. Now, if you want voice-guided turn-by-turn directions, you're going to have to spend a $9.99 a month for the AT&T Navigator, because this Maps application does not provide that. It simply provides directions, and I'll show you how that works very quickly. And again, there's no voice input there. So what you get is your route down here, and you can tap anywhere on the route and it'll show you the location of that on the display on the map. So I mean, it works, but it certainly isn't typically what you find on all the Android phones, which is voice guided. Again, the issue here though is we're waiting for the GPS to lock on the Captivate so we can actually get those voice guided directions. So anyway, there's a look at navigation on both of them. Alright, let's run our unofficial speed test, and we'll just open up some applications and see how well they do. Let's start out with Gmail on both of them. Alright, there's Gmail. Let's just go to messaging, which I think I have right here. Alright, let's open up the gallery, which I have right here. Alright, let's open up the cameras. One of the things that's nice about the camera on the Focus, even when the phone is turned off, you've got your dedicated camera key here. Even when the phone's locked, you can hold down the dedicated camera key and it will launch the camera, which is pretty slick. Alright, there's the camera. Sorry about that, I hit the stand. And let me try, what was the last thing I wanted to look for was Maps. Maps here. And I have Maps here. Alright, there's a look at our unofficial speed test between the Samsung Focus and the Samsung Captivate. Alright, let's run a couple of YouTube videos. And I'm using the client YouTube by Lazy Worm for the Focus, downloaded from Windows Marketplace. It comes with the old, actually you have to download the old YouTube internet application. So I've used this one instead. So first you have to tap on it, open it up, and then we can hit it, and we're off. I think that was pretty even. And the Captivate definitely loaded first. And here's the Focus. Quality-wise, to me, they look very similar. I think the colors are a little deeper on the Captivate than they are on the Focus. See if we can find another one. And we're off. And again, the Captivate's loaded, and here comes the Focus. Not quite sure what we're looking for here, but anyway. Oh, maybe it was the goal. Alright, so there's our YouTube comparison. Running a couple videos for load time and also for quality.